Love, the divine frequency of unconditional grace and universal harmony. In the study of energy dynamics, human consciousness, and spiritual philosophy, emotional states are far more than passing mental phenomena. They are measurable, distinct energetic frequencies that shape our perception, influence our biological well-being, and broadcast into the environment around us. Among all known energetic states, love is universally recognized as one of the highest, most transformative, and most foundational vibrational frequencies in existence. In frameworks, such as Dr. David R. Hawkins' Map of Consciousness, love calibrates at a powerful level of 500, marking a fundamental shift away from survival-based, ego-driven living into an expansive realm of true power, healing, and spiritual clarity. Beyond human psychology, this high vibrational state is revered as the very frequency of God, the eternal, infinite energy of a divine creator who loves all creation unconditionally. 1. Love as an energetic and spiritual frequency. Most everyday interpretations limit love to a personal emotion, a temporary feeling, or a conditional attachment shared between individuals. However, at a deeper vibrational level, love is a permanent state of consciousness and a universal force. Lower emotional states, such as shame, 20, guilt, 30, fear, 100, and anger, 150, are dense, heavy, and contractive. They lock the human mind into defensive survival mechanisms, creating an illusion of separation from others and from the divine. In contrast, operating at the frequency of love, 500 plus, creates profound expansion. Dissolution of the ego, rigid judgment, chronic self-criticism, and the need to control or manipulate outcomes naturally melt away. Elevated perception. Reality is no longer viewed through a lens of threat, scarcity, or hostility, but through an open-hearted appreciation for the interconnectedness of all life. Biological and subtle energy repair. High vibrational energy calms the nervous system, reduces physiological stress, and allows the body's subtle energy channels to flow without obstruction. 2. Love as the frequency of God, the power of unconditional grace. Across wisdom traditions, the ultimate nature of the divine is defined not by judgment or condemnation, but by pure, unshakable, unconditional love. God does not love based on conditions, merit, or human performance. The divine frequency is an infinite stream of grace that continually radiates, regardless of whether a person feels worthy of it or not. Absolute acceptance beyond guilt and shame. Human beings often carry deep-seated subconscious programming rooted in guilt, I did something wrong, or shame, I am bad. These contractive energies create spiritual blindness, causing individuals to feel hidden or separated from the divine. Because God's frequency is unconditional love, it remains completely untainted by human mistakes. Realizing that the divine loves you unconditionally allows you to drop heavy emotional burdens and step into complete spiritual rest. The supreme transmutive power of light. In physics as well as metaphysics, a higher frequency naturally dominates and transforms a lower frequency, just as turning on a light instantly dissolves the darkness in a room without needing to fight it. Bringing the frequency of divine love to internal trauma, anger, or fear transmutes those dense energies into light and peace. Unconditional love is the ultimate energetic delete key for emotional suffering. The restorative field of grace. When an individual attunes their heart to the reality of God's love, they move out of the heavy labor of self-preservation. Grace takes over where personal force fails. This realization creates deep inner security, allowing a person to live with open trust, resilience, and unwavering hope. 3. Beyond the self. How the frequency of love uplifts society. While cultivating the frequency of love profoundly heals the individual, its true purpose extends far beyond personal self-development. High vibrational states are inherently generative and radiant. They cannot remain contained within a single person. The ripple effect of high vibrational living. Energetic co-regulation and resonance. Through subtle energetic fields and nervous system co-regulation, human beings constantly influence one another. A person holding the high, stable frequency of love, peace, or compassion acts as a stabilizing anchor in any room, workplace, or family, naturally diffusing tension and anxiety in those around them. Counterbalancing collective density. Because the scale of consciousness is logarithmic, higher frequencies carry exponentially more power than lower ones. A single individual living in a state of sustained, unconditional love and non-judgment offsets the dense, contractive energies of hundreds of thousands of individuals stuck in fear, anger, or despair. Inspiring prosocial unity. Love dissolves the illusion that we are separate from our neighbors. When society operates from higher vibrational awareness, competition and hostility give way to mutual support, forgiveness, selfless service, and collective harmony. 4. Practical ways to anchor the divine frequency daily. Embodying the frequency of God's love does not require perfection. It simply requires a daily willingness to align your heart with grace and truth. Key practices to anchor this frequency include practicing unconditional self-forgiveness, releasing long-held self-blame, clearing subconscious guilt, and accepting yourself with the same compassion that the divine extends to you. Surrendering ego control, moving from force, trying to manipulate life, to power, trusting the flow of divine inspiration. Extending grace to others, choosing to look past the defensive or angry behaviors of other people to see their underlying need for healing, safety, and love. Cultivating constant gratitude, shifting awareness away from perceived scarcity or lack and placing it firmly on the abundance of life and grace present in the current moment. Conclusion. Love is not merely a soft human emotion. It is the fundamental energetic architecture of the universe and the very frequency of God. By choosing to release dense, contractive vibrations like shame, guilt, lack, and fear, we clear our internal landscape to receive the infinite, unconditional love that is always flowing to us. As we align with this divine frequency, we do not just transform our own health and spiritual path, we become living channels of peace and light that uplift, heal, and elevate the entire world around us.